us in a non-spoilery way about Landmine Goes Click.
Oh, well, the simplest way to say it, it's about American tourists that go to Georgia, and one of them steps on a landmine, and if he moves, it's going to explode, and he has to watch. His love interest being abused. And I'm not going to say how and what's going to be next, but I know the premise sounds like, you know, somebody stepped on the landmine. It's a simple concept. Like, well, what would you do if you stepped on the landmine and couldn't move? But the film is not about that. It's just a simple premise to get their attention. I cannot say more. You said it without the spoiler.
Yes,
yes.
And it's quite a politically charged film, isn't it?
Yeah, in a way it is, and especially for Georgians, it's even
Sure.
more. I mean, the way it's charged, it's of course general, international, but for Georgian, for me, some messages that are there are more understandable for Georgians as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad I'm getting that feedback internationally that you can see that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Has the film premiered anywhere else yet, or is this the first time?
In festivals, or, I mean, it was premiered in Georgian cinemas.
Ah, okay.
Yes, and in Fantasporto and Fanta Festival.
And how did it play in your home country?
Great. I mean, Georgian audience is very small, especially the horror genre. I mean, genre movies, but because it's Georgian in English language, and I think it was a nice success. And we had some critiques about why we presented Georgian character in such a bad light and stuff like that. But other than that, like if we exclude if we exclude what Georgians got personally, then it went fine, great.
And you got a brilliant cast, a really great international cast. How did that come about?
Well, you know, I have a vision that you know, Georgia. I mean, I think the global world right now, and I mean, world is global right now, and you really don't need to limit yourself with your country, because my country doesn't give me a chance to appeal to broader audience. So as my filmmaking decisions, I always try to make movies that are in English. I mean, I could do any other language, but I know English. So that's where, like, every project that I design, I even if I'm Georgian, even if those I hopefully will be shooting in Georgia, I want them to be international, for international audience to understand that English is the best language to deliver what you want to say. And I agree. I mean, not only English, but the specific cast members that were selected, I mean, they are really good. I enjoyed working with them so much.
Now, one of the great things about the movie is it looks so big and so beautiful. Where did you shoot the film?
It's this location called Birtvisi, which is actually in the movie called Birtvisi.
Right.
It's really near the capital, like 1 hour to drive, and it's like a national park in a way. I mean, but on top of national park, I would say, but in Georgia. And
you put some of the actors through some quite tough paces, didn't you? How did they react to the script and to the turns that the plot takes?
Well, I think that's why I had the cast, because they loved the script from the beginning. Because, you know, we had, I mean, you have a challenge when you're shooting a movie in Georgia. You have to get these people to agree to fly over to, like, it takes 18 hours to get from LA to Tbilisi. And, you know, it's a challenge in a way, but then the story, I guess, you know, got them interested. If you mean what the characters had to go.
Yeah, because I mean, when they read the script, I'm like, bloody hell, you know, there's some really strong stuff in there.
Well, yeah, and it's also a great opportunity to show what you got as an actor.
Absolutely.
And I think they did a great job. You know, standing on one spot and not move is a
very tough, yeah.
thing to do. Yeah.
So what was the longest they had to stand in on that spot? I mean, how long did you?
Well, you know, he already was joking. He got used to this spot. He would walk around and go back even if we weren't shooting. I mean, still, but you know, we were doing. As you can see, there are some longer takes. And
Yes.
we were doing like 7-minute shots, like on average. I mean, takes were 7 minutes, and. At certain point, I know he hates me for that, but at certain point, like I didn't give them a rest, and we took 32 takes of like something that was 7-minute long scene.
God.
And it was
exhausting.
It was, but it was fun. But I think that's where we got to the real point.
No, absolutely.
So he had to stand there for like 3 or 4 hours. Just not moving.
Now, what's happening with the film in America? Has there any international deals been done yet?
Well, I mean, this is a different story. When I did my first film, it was picked up by 247 degrees Fahrenheit,
Which
was
is also
about
great. Yeah.
which was about same high concept feature, and it was picked up by Anchor Bay and. It was released by Anchor Bay, and we got a very good advance on it. And I'm a other than being a filmmaker, I see myself as an entrepreneur. I have the film Landmine is shot by the studio that I have founded in '98, and so I think filmmakers should consider the thought that other than being, we call ourselves indie filmmakers, right? And so then I think there is a new concept that I wanted to propose, that filmmakers should also become indie distributors, because that's where the future goes to. And for United States, that's the route I chose. I even started a blog, which is on Landmine Goes Click, and I'm reporting everything that is happening in the distribution process. Absolutely, in all the details, like live, even the all the companies I'm dealing with. But when I'm saying self-design, for example, right now it's in Gravitas Ventures, who is helping us in releasing on all VOD platforms, but also my main concentration is my own web page, where I want to sell it directly using.
And what is the name of your web page?
Landminegoesclick.com.
Right. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah. And right now, if you go there, it's a blog, because that's what I'm reporting. But if you go to film.landminegoesclick.com, you can already pre-order the film.
Okay.
But concentration right now is on the blog, and I think I took a risk with choosing not to sell. We had some offers where I could get some advance, but they wouldn't let me keep the rights to sell the movie on my own, and so I said no to them. And I think it was only worth if other filmmakers can benefit from what I will learn, even if I learn that that was a mistake. Other filmmakers can then later choose to make the same mistake or not to make the same mistake. So it's only worth if somebody else other than me is going to learn. And I believe in sharing a lot, and I hope it will work out, and it will be a very nice case where filmmakers can elaborate on and do their films like that.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
And what's your next project? Have you got anything else in the works?
Okay, so this is how I will put it. It's more like a philosophical essay for me, which has come from the fact that, like, recently I had some anxiety problems. Not big problems, but I got, like, my life has changed a lot after the Landmine. Not because I had problems, but because I had something that I changed the way I look at life itself. So So I want to share that with the audience, and it's gonna be dark and it's gonna be scary, but not in a way of the genre.
Can't wait. Sounds good.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.